Hey, I'm out of town in a hotel exhausted, but I've had some conversations with some friends this week and the word trust kept coming up and I thought, let's talk about it. In Live More, Carry Less, there are 7 principles and they are referred to as revelations. And trust is the 4th revelation. And trust can be challenged when you have been working towards something, and I mean doggedly working towards it, that you've been giving it your all and it's been a lifelong dream for you or a goal and you've been working towards it and it's not coming to fruition as quickly as you may had hoped or thought it would. Or even more so when you see it happening for other people and not you, and you feel frustrated and you don't understand why. So these are the times that trust can be challenged, and I want to talk about 3 pitfalls or trapdoors to avoid when this happens, because if you're human and life is, sooner or later, there's going to be an area or issue where your trust will be challenged. So the first is bitterness. To avoid being bitter, because the sibling to bitterness is resentment and anger. And the cousin to anger is sadness and depression. And here's the thing, we are all energy. I mean, that's just science. And so when you have feelings of anger and resentment and bitterness, that's an energy and it's only going to attract its like energy. And so the thing that you want, the life that you want, or the joy, or the thing that you've been trying to pursue, the love or whatever that thing is for you, you're not going to attract it when you're resentful and bitter and angry or sad or depressed. You're only going to attract things that are like that energy and bring more of that into your life. And you're going to age badly. So if there's any reason to truly avoid that should be on the top of the list, because when we feel those things, we age badly and we build things in our body that are not healthy for us. So the second thing to avoid when we're talking about having our trust challenged is when we go in an extremity. And what I mean by that is this: your trust is challenged, you've been working towards something, it's not happening as quickly as you thought, so you get frustrated and you quit and you stop moving forward. Why do that when your breakthrough could have been a week from now, 6 months from now, a year from now? And yeah, a year from now may seem like a long time, but it isn't when you are walking in purpose or doing that thing or in the middle of that thing that you love. You'll forget it. It'll be like it was yesterday. So don't give up. Don't quit, because your breakthrough could be just around the corner. The other extremity we can go in is when we get desperate, when that thing's got to happen right now. We see it happening for other people, so we're going to work, and it has to happen. So you have this energy that is desperation, and there's nothing that repels people more than a desperate person. And desperate people also get taken advantage of because sharks can see them a mile away. They smell the blood in the water. And so you end up doing something that you haven't thought through because you were so desperate. And so needing to get that thing done, getting that need taken care of so quickly that you haven't thought ahead. And this can apply to love, getting in a wrong relationship because you're so desperate to be with somebody. That's not the truth of who you are. So I want to say this: your ships come in under a calm sea. So when you stay in trust and in faith and keep moving forward and don't compromise your standards in either way by quitting or being desperate and moving too fast, your ships will come in over a calm sea. The third trapdoor to avoid is judging God. And what I mean by that is this: of course, if you are sad and you are frustrated and you're hurt and even angry, you take all of those things to God in prayer. Put that at his feet. His yoke is easy, his burden is light. So absolutely take everything to our Father in prayer. But judgment is something different. Judgment is when you get mad at God because why is it working out for them and not me? Why is it happening for them and not me? That's judgment. And I say this to you. We do not have the understanding, the perspective, the foresight, the vision, nor the right to decide who and how God blesses people. We are caught up in time. God isn't. So we can never truly see the whole picture because we're finite. He's infinite. And the truth is, God knows the plans he has for you. He plans to prosper you, not to harm you, to give you a hope and a future. So if that's the truth, then you trust that truth and you stop judging things that you can't truly see or fully understand in our finite mind caught up in time. You trust the truth, and the truth is that you are loved, that the plans he has for you are to prosper you, not to harm you, to bring you a hope and a future. So lastly, I want to say this. You have two choices when it comes to these times when you're challenged, when your trust is challenged. You have two choices. So the two choices are this. You either hold those thoughts captive or they will take you captive. And what I mean by that is this. When we have those feelings of bitterness, when we have those feelings of doubting God, or when we have those feelings that we want to rush things or be desperate or give up, take that thought captive and make it bow down to the truth, which is that your ships come in over a calm sea and that God knows the plans he has for you. They're to prosper you, not to harm you, to give you a hope and a future. So when you remember that, you go forward in faith, knowing that what is yours is coming to you in due season, that he's working all things, something happened with my phone, that he's working all things together for your good. If you do not take those thoughts captive, they will then take you captive and send you on a journey. And that journey of bitterness or self-doubt can take you off course for a week, days, months, a year. And then you got to fight and, kind of claw yourself back when you come back to your right mind. And you don't want to do that. Take those thoughts captive. Don't let them take you captive so you can stay on course and truly receive the promise. Okay, so that's all I want to say. That's my live more, carry less, trust thought. That's the fourth revelation.